If you've been wondering how to start using Calendly as a beginner, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the simplest way to set up Calendly, connect your calendar, create your first meeting type, and share your booking link so people can schedule time with you automatically. Calendly is a huge time saver because it removes the back and forth of finding a meeting time, and once it's set up correctly, it can help prevent double bookings and keep your schedule organized. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software tutorials just like this. Let's jump in. The first thing you want to do is sign up for a free Calendly account. Open your browser and go to Calendly's website, then create your account using the email address you want to use for scheduling. If you already have a Google account or work email tied to your calendar, it can be easiest to use that same email so everything stays connected and organized. Once your account is created, Calendly will take you into the setup process. Next, connect your calendar. Calendly supports Google Calendar, Outlook, and Office 365, so choose the one you use every day. This step is important because Calendly needs access to your calendar to see when you are busy and when you are free. That way, it only offers times that actually work for you. Follow the prompts to sign in and give Calendly permission to connect. Once that's done, your calendar will sync with your scheduling setup. After your calendar is connected, set your availability. This is where you tell Calendly when people are allowed to book meetings with you. You can choose the days of the week you're available, then set the start and end times for each day. For example, maybe you only want meetings on weekdays from 9 to 5, or maybe you want to reserve certain mornings for calls and keep afternoons free. Take a moment here to make your schedule realistic, because this is what Calendly will use to show your open time slots. Now, choose your available time preferences. This part helps you fine-tune your booking experience. You can decide how long meetings should be offered, whether you want buffers between meetings, and how much notice someone needs before booking with you. For beginners, it's a good idea to keep things simple at first. Start with basic availability, then adjust later once you see how people are scheduling with you. Once your availability is ready, create your first one-on-one event type. This is the meeting type other people will book with you. Click on the option to create a new event, then choose one-on-one. This is the most common setup for beginners because it works perfectly for coaching calls, interviews, client meetings, sales calls, or general appointments. Give your event a clear name so people understand exactly what they're booking. Next, enter the meeting details and duration. Add a short description if needed and choose how long the meeting should last. You might set it to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 60 minutes depending on the type of call. Think carefully about what makes sense for your schedule and your guests. If you're not sure, 30 minutes is a great starting point for most beginners because it gives enough time without taking over your whole day. After that, choose a meeting location. Calendly gives you several options, including Google Meet, Zoom, phone call, or even an in-person location if you prefer. If you want the easiest virtual setup, Google Meet or Zoom are both great choices. Just select the one you use, and Calendly will automatically include the meeting details when someone books with you. This is one of the best parts of Calendly because it handles the logistics for you. When everything looks good, save your event type. Once you save it, Calendly will generate your scheduling page and make your meeting available to share. This is the point where your setup starts becoming useful because now people can actually book time with you based on your real calendar availability. Now copy your scheduling link. This link is what you'll send to clients, co-workers, customers, or anyone else who needs to book a meeting with you. You can paste it into emails, direct messages, your website, or even your social media bio. The person on the other end just clicks the link, sees your available times, and picks the one that works for them. No extra coordination needed. Go ahead and share the link with others so they can book a meeting. This is where Calendly really starts saving time because instead of sending multiple messages back and forth, people can choose from the open slots you've already approved. Calendly will automatically check your connected calendar, display your availability, and help avoid double bookings. It also sends meeting confirmations to both you and your invitee, so everyone stays on the same page. Finally, check the meetings page to manage your bookings. This is where you can review upcoming events, see who booked time with you, and keep track of everything in one place. If you ever need to change your availability, update your event type, or make adjustments later, you can come back here and do it quickly. And that's it. You now know how to start using Calendly as a beginner. You've signed up, connected your calendar, set your availability, created your first one-on-one event, copied your scheduling link, and learned where to manage your meetings. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one.